Well, hey there, Trump supporters. Fake Fritz, hey, did you happen to catch that 91-year-old Willie Nelson performing at Kamala Harris's rally where more than 30,000 people were in attendance and had more than 1.5 million online ticket requests? Did you see that? I did. I saw it. I know you saw it. But I was sitting there watching that, and I was asking myself a question. I was like, Black Boot, is it required now that you're going to have to hate Willie Nelson because he's a Kamala Harris supporter? I'd hate to have to do that, y'all. I mean, there ain't nothing more American than Willie Nelson, right? Right? So I can't make myself do it, y'all. I really can't make myself do it. Now, can you? Are you hating you some Willie Nelson now because he's a Kamala Harris supporter? If so, this is a great opportunity for you right here. It's a great opportunity to ask yourself a question. Do a little self-reflection. How did you feel about Willie Nelson before Donald Trump come along? Because I'm telling you right now, Willie Nelson has not changed one bit. He's the same Willie Nelson he's always been. Democrats are the same people they've always been. They're not Marxist, socialist, communist vermin. Okay? America is the same country that it's been. Nothing has changed except us since Donald Trump came along. You see what I'm saying? And there's a problem we got is that this Russian propaganda is real. It's a weapon, and it is an effective weapon. And I know we don't want to admit it, y'all. We always want to say Russia, Russia, Russia. It's just a hoax. It's not. Russian propaganda exists because it's effective. It targets specific demographics of people. It knows who it wants to go after. We're victims of that. We wouldn't be these Russian sympathizers, these comrades, okay, if it wasn't for that. And then it turns out that old Elon Musk there has been in constant contact with old Daddy Vlatty since 2022, and it's looking like that's the reason why he bought up the Twitter spaces, because Daddy Vlatty made him do it so that he could spread all that Russian propaganda around the interwebs all willy-nilly like, and it ain't going to be fact-checked or removed because, First Amendment rights, you know what I mean? That's Daddy Vlatty using our First Amendment rights, by the way. How you feel about that? To weaponize information on us, to victimize us, to make us Russian sympathizers, to make us traitors to our own country. If you are hating on you some Willie Nelson right now, you seriously need to do some self-reflection before you go out there and cast you a vote for Donald Trump, because he's also been in constant contact with Daddy Vlatty since 2020. All these MAGA politicians out there sitting in our Congress, all of them got their hand in Daddy Vlatty's cookie jar, every single one of them. It's obvious. Tim Pool being paid by Russian money to spread misinformation. We like to tell each other, hey, you can't trust that mainstream media, right? You got to go out there on the Twitter spaces, find you an independent journalist. That's the ones you can trust. Do you know who those independent journalists are now? Those are Russians. That's who they are. Now, if you're hating on you some Willie Nelson, you need to think, are you a victim of Russian propaganda? Donald Trump ain't going to go to Michigan and have him a rally where he's 3 hours late at like he was last night and go find him some Russian country music legend to perform for us, is he? If you're hating on Willie Nelson, you need to do some self-reflection and figure out what the hell is wrong with you, all right? Because there ain't nothing wrong with anybody else. Inmate Trump 2024.